tsunami hit, that actually hours before, the animals started going up.
Is that right?
Yeah, they went up the hills.
Smarter than the people.
Yeah, and so yesterday, my cattle were just spread out, and the horses weren't turning their butts. When it did hit, they bunched,
Yeah.
but not ahead of time. Like, and you can drive down the road and see those cattle
Yeah.
crowded into a corner of a field, and so that tells you how bad it's going to be. But there are government weather surveillances that monitor animal behavior all over the world.
Huh. Well, I didn't pay attention to that. We just got 4 horses on our little place now, and they were all in the barn.
Yeah.
Because we put them up to the blacksmith, so
Yeah.
we just, well, we just let them ride it out in the barn and turn them back out.
Right.
It's funny, you know, they're turned out almost all the time. They don't like it in the barn.
They don't like barns.
No.
You know, barns are man-made products,
Yeah.
and but you know, I put my 2 of them in the barn last night because of the lightning and hail.
Mm-hmm.
And I had lost a mare last year to lightning, so when they predicted that, and then of course I got a run-in shed for the other horses, and so they could go in that.
Most of the time they don't.
No, they don't.
You know, they're going more in the summer to get out of the flies, space flies.
Yeah, yeah,
They're in the wintertime.
yeah.
If it's a real cold rain, sometimes they'll go in. Most of the times they don't. I'm going to sneeze here in a second.
Duck.
And while we're on the subject of the storm, I called Dr. David. I called for Dr. David Fugit up at West Liberty this morning, and there was no phone service, or I couldn't get through.
Can't get through.
Can't get through. So I talked to another veterinarian who's on his way up there to help them out, taking his chainsaw. But their veterinary hospital in West Liberty got knocked out. 2 churches along their road are gone. The downtown is terrible, and they've got.
How big a town is it?
1900.
1900.
That's what they said on the news.
Before people killed.
Yeah, I think it, and of course the death toll is just rising
Yes, yeah.
as they look more and more throughout all the states that got hit. But you know, of course, the Weather Reporting Service, if we didn't have forewarning, I had farm calls to make yesterday, and I was trying to get them all in, and the farm help had all gone home early. They said, go home, get safe spot. And so that kind of warning, the dividends are just unmeasurable. You know.
On the other hand,
Yeah.
right next door to us here, Matt Howard manages his farm over here, and Matt's from Kansas. And Matt said, he was looking at things, he looked, and he said, nah, he says, that ain't gonna do anything, not here, he says, you know, it might go somewhere else, but says, we're all right here. And the vet called him about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, you still want to check those mares? He says, yeah, of course. He says, well, I thought you'd be the only idiot around here, you being from Kansas who was doing this, and still have your people. And he said, you know, there was never any signs that he saw. He says, I know. He says, I've seen hundreds of those things. He says, you just wave at them as they go by, you know. But anyway.
Well, we haven't seen hundreds.
No.
The ones we have seen are no fun.
They're no fun.
They're no fun.
I've never seen one, actually seen one. Have you?
Neither I.
I saw one at sea. Of course, they call them water spouts then. You know. But I've never seen one.
I saw one in Wyoming once, and the bicentennial year I drove from Boston to Sun Valley, Idaho, and I was coming back, and the sky turned green, and I saw one of these things, and I didn't actually know where to stop because the only place to stop was like a Waffle House, and that was all glass. I said, I'm not going in there, but it came really close.
They're scary now.
Yeah.
Well, let me take a break here. We'll get to you guys.
Well, I have a horse to look at, but I was very disappointed in results from last week.